Good evening, everyone. Thank you for inviting Cornerstone Counselling to join you here tonight. We're honored to share with you information about who we are and what we do to help make mental health services more accessible and affordable to diverse communities here in Alberta. So as for me, I'm Carrie Bazzano, and I've got a Master of Arts degree in Counselling Psychology, and I work at Cornerstone as a Canadian Certified Counsellor. I'm also an EMDR trained clinician, as well as a Certified Clinical Trauma Professional. In terms of my background, prior to embarking on a career in psychology, I worked for over 2 decades in marketing and communications in both leadership roles and consulting roles. I've worked with various levels of government and also provided consulting services to over 100 organizations and government departments in Canada as well as the United States. As for Cornerstone Counselling, we're the largest nonprofit counselling agency in Northern Alberta providing subsidized counselling services. We've been operating for nearly 50 years, and although Cornerstone is faith-based and we draw from our foundational principles in Christianity, we are committed to diversity and inclusiveness. We provide counseling services to absolutely everyone. This includes people of many different faiths, including people who don't have a faith and who don't have a religious background, as well as people from various socioeconomic positions in life, diverse cultural backgrounds, as well as gender and sexual orientations from the LGBT community. With regards to our mandate and values, we aim to provide professional, accessible, and affordable counseling and mental health services to all those who need it. And we provide those services from the standpoint of our core values, which guide us in our work, and that includes inclusivity, agility, behaving with integrity, as well as expressing compassion to everyone who walks through our doors. With regards to our team, we have 25 accredited counseling professionals on the team, and this includes registered as well as provisional psychologists, registered therapeutic counselors, Canadian certified counselors such as myself. In addition, we have an administrative team that's composed of 10 individuals, including our executive director, our marketing and communications team, along with our administrative support staff. We also support quite a robust graduate student internship program, and I was also a part of that program when I completed my master's degree. As well, Cornerstone is also highly committed to providing our staff with professional development opportunities, which includes Indigenous cultural education. With regards to covering the costs for counseling, and I know with counseling it can be quite costly and cost prohibitive for people, approximately 70% of our clients at Cornerstone need financial assistance through subsidies to access mental health services. We have a range of options for providing clients with support, including sliding scales that's based on their income, and our sliding scales start as low as $20, and that enables individuals to access our graduate level student interns. We're also able to provide subsidized services to clients through our Way to Wellness Fund, and over the past 5 years we've been able to provide over $3 million in fee subsidies to clients. With regards to our Way to Wellness Fund, we replenish that fund in part through the profits that we make from full fee clients, and we also rely on the generosity of donors, sponsors, as well as grant programs that help low-income adults, families, couples, as well as children and youth access our services. Our Way to Wellness Fund can also cover up to 90% of the cost of counseling. And those who do not benefit from having their own insurance, as well as those who have a gross household income of less than $100,000, qualify to access those subsidies through that wellness fund. And all the donations that we receive go to that Way to Wellness Fund, ensuring that life-changing counseling is accessible for those who otherwise would not be able to afford it. And this past year, we also ran a silent auction where we were able to auction off memorabilia like signed hockey sticks from Connor McDavid and other Edmonton Oilers, and that was quite a successful endeavor for us. In terms of the range of services, the modality that we approach service provision, we can provide counseling through a variety of ways. Of course, in-person sessions at our office at the West Grove Professional Building. That comprises the bulk of our work, but we can also offer counseling through teletherapy, either over the phone or through video conferencing through a platform that we use called Jane. This means that people who are living in remote areas, including very remote areas of Alberta throughout the province, or people who have transportation or mobility issues or have caregiver responsibilities, they are then able to access counseling remotely from the safety and privacy of their home. We also have registered psychologists on staff that can provide assessments to people. And just with regards to the teletherapy, we're now noticing there's a lot more uptake on that. People find value in doing counseling over the phone or through video. And in 2023, last year, we saw a total of 2,896 clients, and we provided over 12,000 hours of counseling services. In terms of the people who we serve, largely we provide individual counseling to adults. That comprises the majority of our work. But in addition, we also see couples, families, children and teenagers, as well as provide a range of group therapy counseling options, including anger management groups, as well as psychoed and processing groups related to healthy relationships, along with marriage preparation, just as a few examples. We also conduct presentations and various types of seminars and workshops for those in the business community, churches, schools, as well as other types of organizations who might be interested. With regards to our services, we work with a range of clients that bring in a diversity of issues and concerns. This can include, of course, abuse and trauma, career issues, a lot of life transition issues from career preparation or making later in life career transitions, helping people with finding better ways to cope and manage behavioral issues, as well as emotional distress, mood disorders like various types of anxiety and depression, supporting people through loss and grief, relationship issues, various kinds of substance abuse issues, and we also offer pastoral counseling. We have currently we have two individuals. One is a Canadian certified counselor and another fellow is a registered provisional psychologist, and both of those men actually had worked in the past as pastors for a number of years. So we have them on staff for people who are interested in having really a concentrated Christian perspective woven into their counseling services. With regards to my therapeutic approach, I'm grounded in the principles of person-centered therapy, so I really focus on, just to the point about unconditional positive regard that was made earlier tonight. I bring that into the therapy room, and I strive to focus on clients' strengths. I draw heavily on cognitive behavioral therapy, as well as solution-focused therapy, compassion-focused therapy, weaving in, where applicable, acceptance and commitment therapy. And I've also been trained in eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy. And that has largely been researched from the standpoint of trauma and work with PTSD clients, especially the research that was born out of that came out of the United States working with combat veterans. With regards to the other different types of therapeutic approaches that other counselors use at our agency, where, our counselors largely are as diverse as our clientele that come through the door. Some of the other kinds of therapies that we use is emotionally focused therapy, and that can be used in both couples counseling as well as individual counseling. Number of our counselors are trained in the Gottman method. That's quite a popular approach with regards to couples counseling. Of course, humanistic, existential. An example of that comes from Viktor Frankl and that book, Man's Search for Meaning, the psychiatrist that survived the concentration camps of World War II. He ended up creating a psychotherapy called logotherapy, which delves into how to create meaning out of suffering. We have therapists that use that approach in their work, narrative therapy, person-centered, as well as psychodynamic. And of course, there are many benefits for counseling for people, and many benefits for providing affordable and accessible counseling for people, especially who are low income, from highly trained, skilled, and accredited professionals. All of our professionals at Cornerstone who provide counseling are accredited. Some of the benefits, of course, include learning better ways to help manage stress, discovering healthier mechanisms for coping, increasing one's own personal resilience, and for some clients we also help support them in gaining what some refer to as post-traumatic growth. As I mentioned before, the treatment options for PTSD, like EMDR, heavy focus on helping people come out the other side and gain strengths and growth post-trauma, as well as helping people enjoy stronger relationships, in part through supporting them in acquiring healthier communication strategies. And just in terms of a recap in closing, with regards to the range of resources we have available and those group therapy and group programming options, we've got a really robust anger management program, which consists of a 2-day workshop that helps people in understanding the impact of their anger, not only on themselves with regards to their behavior and how it impacts them physiologically and emotionally, but also the impact on other people. And with that, we support people in getting to the roots of their anger, as well as help them replace destructive behavioral and communications patterns and help replace that with healthier ways to cope, manage stress, and communicate with others. We also have a group support program for adults 18 and up, and that's based on the group or the grief recovery method. We also have a healthy relationship support group, and we've provided that to teenagers of all genders from the ages of 12 to 17. And we also have another kind of healthy relationships group that's focused on women ages 18 to 23. And we've got incredible feedback with regards to that group. And that group is a 6-week program, and we take individuals through different modules, psychoeducation on how to build better communication skills, what are some of the red flags, and even also the green flags around relationships, what are the markers of unhealthy versus healthy relationships. As well, we've got our marriage preparation program, and that provides a non-religious based program that's steeped in the Gottman method, and that consists of a 6-hour group format with couples together, as well as complementary support in individual counseling sessions as well. We also have the empowering wellness supports, and that's available to people regardless of age. And as well, we've got a workplace webinar series that we conduct in collaboration with a gal named Michelle Devlin through Creating People Power, and she's a leadership coach and also a human resources consultant. And that webinar series is free, and it's designed to help support healthier workplace cultures. So in closing, thank you again for inviting Cornerstone Counselling to join you tonight. And if you'd like to reach out to us or get more information about our various kinds of programs, group counseling programs, as well as individual counseling, please visit us at our website, cornerstonecounseling.com. Send us an email or get in touch over the phone at 780-482-6215. And with that, I'll close now and open the floor up to any questions.